Abusia ya makwaba sonko so eba POG Media. Ene ya de mekwa highway ne so highway ne de ensem bebre wo so a yen so ya Japan se ya be me abedwafo no ahu de ekọ ene de eba na dan na ekọ so ewo highway ne so. Eye owura Captain Smart e de ensem bi aba betu dwa na ensem o de betu dwa no ensem no areho a enye asam kitu akra na woyɛ obi a odwene Ghana ho na wohwɛ baabi a Ghana ɛkɔ na pɛ deɛ Captain Smart ka no asɛm no awerɛho yi a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa akora na nsɛm bɛyɛ na ɔka ɔsɛ ekura a yɛfrɛ no Chinafoɔ ayɛ ɔmo adwene sɛ yɛsi ano Ghana Tema Hobour ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo gye free Ghana nsɛm ɛne ECG nso no ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo gye free Ghana nsɛm all because of sɛ ɛka Ghanafoɔ ɛde Chinafoɔ no Ghanafoɔ nyɛ ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmo betua ɛde ama Ghana no ɔmo betua de ama Chinafoɔ no ɛnyɛ easy nti isi ano China president ne bu afu a isi ano ɔde ne nsa ɛba abɛtoto Ghana nnwuma so bebree a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa na asɛm wei deɛ nkɛyɛ sɛ Nana Addo Akufo ɛhwɛ na ɔka ho asɛm man na Nana Addo Akufo no deɛ ɔno no wabɛdi president ni bi nti deɛ isi ano deɛ besi bia no ɛmfa no ho a isi ano ama tension asɔre ɛwɔ Jubilee House a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa Ghana yɛ Tema Hobour a ɛbɔ adwuma kakra nso a ɛnam ɛka yɛ di nti no ɔmo ba abɛgye afiri nsɛm ɛne ECG yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛme abedwafoɔ bɛme akɔ na yɛakɔ akɔtie nsɛm a Captain Smart my hot details deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛne deɛ ɛbɛ nyinaa na ansa na yɛbɛkɔ no wowɔ nsɛm kan bi afa hyɛ yɛ comment section like na hyɛ ma afoforɔ nso no ɛnsa ntumi nka bi aha ɛyɛ POG Media medam ase
ka omo ya disorganize me don't mind them what is them channels abaya we oje na wouldn't Tema
Minim Telma ya de
wouldn't Tema
Minim Telma papa
wouldn't Tema
nya Telma make up Telma
wouldn't no
nya make up for the Telma
what's wouldn't Telma
oh Auntie T minim na papa
it's wouldn't Telma
minim Selma pa
where's yanda
oh mene na netia
Atama lost wouldn't Telma
ye ni mu tue nyina on na etwi o
Mr. Niama, you know Tema Auntie B, you know him and they sure they're dedicated to Tema showing
and I am no
and they showing they're dedicated to Sister Tema from news to Fabawasu to whatever say Tema I don't want to say daily graphic here but
hey
but I was on a more serious note, yeah. My teacher for someone there, and then maybe the last part of teachers, but yeah. Okay. One next week is about to teacher for the so, and I think, sir, you do baby, as I said, yeah, 10 years maybe as well, memoir, and me say. One day, we na mo betemase. Mo betemase dakoro. Wonim say we asem ye won nokra bi wo ho a adanse ni ho. Wo say Mami, mi ama ofasi se waware na wanyema. The first thing is say nikuru ne na da mananyem. But I dance here say nikuru ne da na mfoni wo ho ana obi gina ho di ho dance na wan. Ewen. Obi anim say me ba adwuma. Say fan say obi ehu kwanya me fa so me ba adwuma ha. Na ubusa me na me so me di moto be wura studio. And the motor design call ya now wolf ya habi. You want some bebre wo why no kre but I dance here ni ho. Enu ntina ya na emra ne ma media ne kwan se obe speculate. because speculation ni bi wo ho a ya na dance ehim eti say wo aban wo abedwakuo na wo ye wadwen so wo behwehwe mu a wotimi hu nokore na e wasem nim say daily graphic meka GBC asem last year meka Ghanaian Times asem last year and I meka daily graphic asem last year me wan crofo sending me messages me keeping messages ni saa besi ne me phone me wo ha bi be 6 months say come on messages ni na go away me delete ni na na matrogu but some messages ni nti me pese me touch my phone ma can't drop say China Tema Hobour MPS nti womo ye very strategic how to handle that matter troto the sobeka ya IMF ade ne baaye na China can say war dan Ghana kano wo can say Tema Hobour any ECG government wa back Ghana ha GBC any graphic daily graphic about me fesika ko nti egu GBC days wo no egu etibisa all media houses say World Cup right now mo de ma GBC no wo kwa abo pa ye be bo ato ho no sika pa GBC be twa ato ho no enye say GBC from penny for mo trimo odi o wo pesika abo GBC ho bra nti ba kwa no na sika ne ye twa ne ve wanya ko because one turn right no abode a wo nya sika emfa mbo GBC ho bra. One of their studios, they came on News 24. No, I don't know camera na yebu. Yeah, yes. Some more camera can be the chat training na ma tripod, tre. ABS you are fine. Mensa ojina ho, Peter eto Abraham to camera this one jump fine. GBC penny baby to be the blog. I did see that the support the camera. Me kind of credit your part time. Me, this is me. Oh, daily graphic. Sometimes very difficult. So when you sika editorial salaries. There's a memo. I have a copy. Daily graphic memo. I have a copy. I almost say managing director. Or announcement to be over here. Announcement to be here. I've heard they see daily graphic here, they cost stock exchange. Here they continue. Huh? They quite why na daily graphic cost stock exchange? Or ben na just on the daily graphic. They say you na say busuafo daily graphic no. You be privatize it. Aban to me yes you can find daily graphic o to. Nti sa wo aban a bibi a wo mamu bia wase na newspaper ba ko pa ye dia eno so aban ne se oni sika ye de beyo one day mo betima se me say one day Ghanaians would understand just one Ghanaian called Blessed Godsman Smart, Captain Smart. One day, mo betima say. Daily graphic copy Ghanaian Times beko. Mela benka tron date to. Say ya me no ka say. China nti ya to petrol. Me nam kan. Petrol na ya to mu nra no. China nti ya to petrol mu Ghana nra. Ask your president. Maybe say me can't say me a boding mama onipa ko bisa His Excellency our dear president Nana Addo Akuffo. So call ya womo swear Senegal president 44-year-old boy no old man no in no then a course email no nya no so say oye bema o making it public. Say what say asa to petrol. Because I cannot China no. The way a China near Sia Breno. It is all because Nana do anya strategic. No question America against Russia. Say America losing hold. Ewo Africa so. America is struggling to survive here in Africa. It will be a person. It is so I realize here. All the francophone countries, Africa, China, France and America. They don't even want to hear the name France. They don't want to hear America. And then another question, because not open loan. IMF and America there. Forget it. Open loan from IMF. And a pine. And a China so unity pine. Because China and Russia say we are simu and for 4 million Womati wase pa we are here China and Russia. It's when we say Almighty America, China, Russia, and Ukraine, Kuntokwa. Neto Joe Manum Bubro, Yadi Akodia Beko. Okay. And America man who's boom, Yadi weapons Beko. So America saw ye Bema. Unfair weapons, don't go Ukraine. Monkancha America ambassador no answer. Me say, so the country ni ye Bema. Unfair Kodia nunko Ukraine. No be who song unim song just a nyuma I say and your friend song or better song because China tell and North Korea abaye prince Brazil and as a year swa America Janico say Brazil Akoka breaks the first country in Africa, America, you see, South Africa. South Africa, Johnny, Echo Bricks. India and Swa, a bano telecommunication. Say, feature computer, Hunyama, na America need almost so. India so didn't work about China, Russia. Our president was not strategic. That's a fact. So, the international community, the powerful ones are now fighting against Ghana. We need somewhere down. Say we are day me bonda me kotoye ahe me sika he. Maybe every day was stand chat. Kona komisa kwa bomdi. Pacho banka me every day. Me bonda he. Me friend Abayo in charge of me account no. And I'm saying me person Benjamin Sigo say come to Benjamin Sigo. They abide by and want it. Me am sika the principal na me de kwato ye no kura no. Yes ye nyam ma me 2038. It is Abayo way and call opposition. Woman me no call pension. All the sika akoto bond no. Woman me sika no nsan ka da. Woman me bewu ma wasie no wo so kura bewu na wo sika no won sankan eti wo maame ne kɔ na wo kwa sika no hwa na ekodi echi da kɔje ahe because China etetokrom ho oje yen kan no kura see ade ba kwa ye me ye wa ban we hu no se ompe no kura eti we want to so be kan no kura chira ban we pa you become an enemy. Tema me deputy ministerial position. I'm saying no. Let me tell you something today. I told Danado, Nagabi Ochedako was sitting right there. Gabi Ochedako, me asanti be dey true, and ebe fa me ko fie bi ebe yisi office wo. I told them, I don't want anything. Me, I don't need anything. Mempe position, we forget it. Mempe. de no mkwasi ohene bi so okuma say and the chief tax minister say me pe. What I told them na me catch no me say somebody must sit behind and criticize this government boldly for the government to sit up. Ombo mo say mami. I can't say pa. I feel do time na some na me catch na one me here they are. Hey, kodwe your enemy. China beji Ghana. Se mu ni ma me catch na mu plane. China no. Once I say galam say na tia te say. Won't mean China ni bia. Aban we so ye Bema. Onko Axim. Onko Nzema. Say the whole Ghana headquarters ye ye fiche bi. Ye de ko Axim evaluate dra. That is why Galam say a kosu bruta. But Aban went to be near foko. That is why former MC, on mami Elizabeth Dorcas Amoa. Wamo pam no enye bibia. Mena me catch it out. That is why that woman was sacked. Sir, ma mini mpelin Galam say. It is a ma mini tinawa. Obe hadwin. Eti ya wona tiko. Na kofa. Oh, sorry, sweetheart, you can go. Thank you. And let's abandon community mining aba. Tell you. Abandon the community mining aba. Na community mining takwa nko na ewo. Other places ni na no. Amukwa community mining no eyensuo ho. MC na wo ho dada wa Axim no. Okoche China for any nkrofo ka wo de no call regional coordinating council police commander we na ya aware ekwadru ya no regional minister e ma ye jawo me can western regional minister sem ye ja China for no no we ja China ni so no de onkwa kwato de ne bodwe ye nyankere Ghana ni de obey so they left all of them. And then Friday, but I want to say some things. Eti ye jawon. Now, abrancha bako takwa ye friend okumin. And then mabodi no ye friend okumin. I think san the yiro senior bow whatever. That one I don't know that one for a fact. And I just saw about contest to be. Now, okumin site no maji evidence. Bisa regional minister say, when mun hear Galam say, I was how come inside to regional minister, western regional minister, or ya where? Asamna kwa akodu Bawumia enim say bam. Obi antimi nya hohe. Why? Because Galam say no at diate say at pansam western region. Axim ni important and cobra nsuo no and there HNT. Eti say which China ni anya ye. And you remember Tema Ghana apostle ni a soldier for anti Galam say for che Aisha Hwan. Osafuma for be can say ye course with the prosecutioner. Ye nyesika. Eti Aisha Hwan very first time no. Omo che no omo ja no. Any pana wo de ko gina court so ya Aisha Hwan na yo no a me busa wo miminim. I'm only asking. China for almost say. Eti je no gina court wo no ya Aisha Hwan ananyo no. Me I'm only asking. I don't know, I'm asking. Me busa keke. E ono a. Eti ye wie Aisha Hwan de a e nkata ni mu. Mon kwaso nya galamse no. Sese ya me no ka sei. Ko atwema mponua manson kwanta eremu ho Galamsey na asafe ni ya hyase mewa. Eti now listen to me carefully, let me tell you something. Bawumia ko kan ye is it Eastern region and o kan say ono oba onji excavator na onchi excavator. The reason is that China, Ghana, China, Ghana. It is a mistake. Now, buying a China ni excavator. A aban we kochi China ni champagne. China besa sorry say biom. Because China ni Ghana and Titepa. And China now, more or less, economically, is the most powerful country in the whole world. America cried China over $21 trillion. Now, Ghana. So China has become the most powerful country in terms of economics. When you talk about industrialization, industrializing your space, making sure it can compete anytime, anywhere. China industrialization drive, no, a 300 years industrialization drive, no, my yo. Industrializing China. I have read the document. It's here. Me, I'm not a lazy broadcaster. We invested in my Kobe. So my weapon is my ability to read. China say, industrialization drive, you know what China no, a 300 years. When can Ghana match up to that? Even America. Talk of Australia, France, Germany. They can't match up to China's industrialization drive policy. Now China increase the number of millionaires they want to produce. You remember 2022 or last year, I told you Ghana is producing millionaires. And I told you if I were the president, I'll produce 5 million millionaires in this country. Now China is saying that or produce 60 million millionaires. Looking at over 1 million pounds, 1 billion euros. China best sorry say biom. Because China ni Ghana and Titepa. And China now, more or less, economically, is the most powerful country in the whole world. America cried China over $21 trillion. Now, Ghana. So China has become the most powerful country. When you talk about industrialization, industrializing your space, making sure it can compete anytime, anywhere. China industrialization drive, no, a 300 years industrialization drive, no, my yo. Industrializing China. I have read the document. It's here. Me, I'm not a lazy broadcaster. We invested in my Kobe. So my weapon is my ability to read. China say, industrialization drive, you know what China no, a 300 years. When can Ghana match up to that? Even America. Talk of Australia, France, Germany. They can't match up to China's industrialization drive policy. Now China increase the number of millionaires they want to produce. You remember 2022 or last year, I told you Ghana is producing millionaires. And I told you if I were the president, I'll produce 5 million millionaires in this country. Now China is saying that or produce 60 million millionaires. China millionaire now all cano, they are looking at over 1 million pounds, 1 billion euros, $1 million, 1 million yen. It's this is the kind of millionaires China is raising. The last time I read their document, China produce more than 34 million millionaires. Conscious effort. And yes, it can form one China that I know. And yet they are buying consciously or say or per se or raising millionaires. And I told you that if I were, I'll raise 5 million millionaires. There can also be a millionaire or 1 million. There can also be a millionaire. Just say JB or 1 million. Yabrefo or 1 million. Nana Mama Brown or 1 million. Achu 1 million. Peter 1 million. Antaru 1 million. Godwin 1 million. Me 1 million. There's over 1 million. And you're from millionaire. Now China say we redefine a millionaire in the economy of this world. It is a who share China near you say you're millionaire. And so we have 1 million pounds, 1 million euros, $1 million, 1 million umukrumska. And now watch this. What were free China Bahaba Galam said that we are prisoners, we are ex-convicts. It's what government is doing. They say China buying the side party bar. No, I'm on a visa card. Not $150,000 at all. It is over 30,000 of such people are in this country. China for what kind of year got 30,000. Come sakanda pass moi. Mr. Say me can't sama me body. Who bet me no issue statement. If you want to go to court, immediate general free sue me. Over 30,000 Chinese for and I will come here. Galam say. Champagne na yo de ba no. Enye smogre. Ye de fa Tema Hobour. Any takrade Hobour. It is a abain say on person Obama Galam say akoswa. Aden ye yi champagne. Champagne de bo adwe. Champagne ye de printing books. Champagne ye de tigare me boa. Champagne ye de dua mo. Champagne, you the printed speech. Say you say champagne no and no and I say yes to her. I didn't tell you champagne. Last week, 710 champagnes no more client what Tema Hobour. Last week, Tuesday, champagne makum. 710 champagne Tema Hobour. And I'm clear with her. But what champagne, you hear me be low. You see, who compare? No one buy time for me. I want to be everybody's enemy. Me, I am a walking sacrifice, and I love that position. And to say, how many millionaires do we have in this country? Ghana is the only country who was Ghana who's so bad. Huh? It is a say, I'm a Ghana for her. Yes, about back then. Now about despite brother who said then the cousin said no for you sapon. Boy, sasa. Boy, sasa. What ya bobo? Kwaso bobo. Omo hin. Why you nim some was still Akroma no be asuro so de be because the who say was scape aban be di wani. Abaino bedi wadi. So back to the substantive issue. Say China. Who aban we to an extent say champagne no. Next month May. The way a champagne be back room hado. What am I Kenya fat troto? Mr. M0uňt be say. Encore be possible her side. And Kwaji has over 3,000 acres. Which are M0uňt to me, Abisano. Sir, one more clear. Besides M0uňt to me, Mabondi, Ashanti regional chairman of the MPP. Also, here now, my here now, Twamano, and then in ourselves, and then in our tree. What dog, Sasa, Senator, Adriane, Emily Pena Bidido. One more call say, I didn't know Muji Assassi, young foodier, near Niamas, apostle for what you want. I don't consider Mebois. No, Meboana. Pacho, ye ɔman saa. Nye saa, ɛna yɛyɛ ɔman. Ɛna deɛ ɛho paa ne sɛ, aban wei ɛho sɛ ɔkɔ opposition. Ti sɛ ndɔteɛ kora wɔ da akyi wa nyɛ kɛfɔ mbɛba betu. Almost sesa almost everything. And the danger is that China and Ghana up to September. That's why I gave you up to October. So Kabia ya did China no. Ya intimi make payment me na me catch no. Tema habo beko, ECG beko. Latest by June, July. And sure. Because they are still discussing. Tell me you see the word and sure. Because it means sisudia. Toe boot. They be sent to you. June, July, in so to tono, toe boot beba. Mumusa cabinet sa meboa. We say omo meeting omo pull meeting na 3 minutes information in about bonten. Meboa. Se pa Ghana. Ya yembo dodo. Ghana aye mobo dodo. Also aban no ontimi nka so okope sika be ye Ghana kwan. Oso akwanya 150 million Ghana cedis or the quarter potholes. Ba won potem pothole no yesi no. Pothole no what dey yesi no. Na what say Putin a visit to Africa. Obeko Francophone areas. Teachers no fan me next week message chance foforo. Hwe na uni madie bi ye dangerous magana. The future of this country. Say ya nye careful awon Ghana become fin. Because America won't be near focal my Madam Catcher says America by Nankasan also shut down or might threaten 3 times in 6 months, meaning that every 2 months American economy no headed towards shutdown. Gia buying could Jessica for it's in just about 3 weeks ago. Nanka economy no Nanka shut down. That's why I'm going to sika for begum. It's America go to sika for abegum to say hey economy no we want to be shutting down. It's on one case America no until ye. Now for 4 years so wakum. Israel is fighting Hamas. Hezbollah ababeka ho. Ghana soldier for menkana. Ame Manka. Remember, Ghana soldier for wofi Ghana ha. Once we 6 months no maba. We could do nane nansa. We do ya na bombu. Baby, I want to know. Jamina ye yadum. Ghana ni bi empre Ghana ni bi ewu ba wo kuno wo afre no. Media mekano. Eti supporting Israel or supporting no. Kani pan anka Israel wo kun say ya. Kaba now America president to corner dada. O ma share baako. Say Secretary of State. And on name. And Biden. On it your friend Netanyahu. Netanyahu no o Ghana ni o your friend Yantaji. Didn't Netanyahu no ye Ghana di Yantaji. I don't need to phone so. What would you come on na subugim? It is Saudi Arabia. Wabaye an ally to America no say or Susana Dreamer. Because Hamas so yeni so wanyeni they are Muslims. Lebanon so yeni so wanyeni they are Muslims. Already up there, Iraq and Iran. Omo peso mehu jafo AME nanim AME Zion omo peso mehu omanim kra as I say, Saudi air train twice. Because I say Saudi lead the negotiations are say Israel any Hamas and Tokwano at Tobetra. No matter me man Crawford. Now watch this. Look at what happened. Biden any Nyantaji and Netanyahu Ekasaria ya pa and the woman what dear Adriani kwa Hamas no Israel for kwato bomb tum ekum woman idea Adriani one idea humanitarian support air kono on kwato bomb tum now Russia say bombs na omo de call ye no etuo na omo to ye no eye American bombs. America bombs. It's a Saudi Arabia. American tea and Russia ban pa. Says America throw Russia bomb chance first and Russia through America. It's America or you're very strategic. So on support you. Oh mouth she. There's America one more be on the baby we are. I don't know what so Ukraine so. I'm a Zelensky war. Says they are looking at a long-term support for Ukraine. Long-term support for Ukraine. Long-term. It is a long-term support there. Now Ghana now open short term. Ukraine impo long term. Wo Ghana ye short term. Ye pe bibia ebe die wuo. Mrs. say poison kura American farmer ye say ni. O ma yen. It's a buy we ka so ko $300 million. Bisan so nya ya. Because the question our international front no. And I'm friend diplomacy no. Diplomacy enye hwe ebeba say na Ukraine here moa wo $300 million wo dey akoma Ghana and na Ukraine no won to kwam no mum wadada no wa ma no nti America kan to atwem now France and Ghana ntiye etina ka Renault eba ha Citroen na nka oba Macron na ma bisana na do semwa me se me kan se bia mebodin Citroen ama Renault ama. The reason is that Macron ba hano. Na no ke kan na dwen no. You remember Africa beyond aid, Ghana beyond aid. And no. Why are they working Canada Macron? Na me catch the Ghana for say ya kaya tukota. Akonya bia e be transfer e be jamak wo ho. Sa asem do kaya no Europe ina be ka omo to atwem. So you remember Nana went to Germany. So compare investors aba. Anoma akora ndi na chi am Ghana. Anoma. Hwe we kandifo a ye wodo kura bi wo ho a ye nka ne bedwam. Ye ka ne party ase. Ye di nkomo no. No, watch Macron about, so, you know something? I think that Africa, Ghana, no, we've gone beyond aid. But it is because, the international forces, what Bibia Kata now won't question Kevin Klein suit. And suit to Ukraine, Chrome Honey upon me. We shall Louis Vuitton shoot. France in issue. Now did Macron and him say, Ghana beyond aid. No, so what? Okwaya no kan to twom ye. Sika cross o de bebre for sanitation. Emma na na do kobie na no kan say Accra will become the cleanest city in Africa. Macron koy wa first kalama. Look, you see, when you were if yami you don't know be candy for oh. You was said ye hye. You will be a friend cultural diplomacy. If you are a leader, now won't take cultural diplomacy as here. We be pim wall pine. Now do on take cultural diplomacy as here. Me na me catch on tiase. He's a fine man, fine old man. But cultural diplomacy on tiase. Unima de kuno. So sometimes your trust speech in the manner over to me kind to order. Ujarisha na ta de we do to the man no wakan. Unlike J. Akuffo. Unlike Professor Mills. Rollins said the what trouble no be came, but the other watch say fashion no. One fine sheba or kind wo de ni we are. No wakan de na ta at all. And I'm such professor ex tempo. That was what Rollins was doing. Rollins or no go through the speech now watch man no. No, I want you to add this one to it. Your Excellency, this will not be good for your speech. I am saying add this one to it. I am going to read the speech. When I shout, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, this is not possible. The only person who Timino, Victor Smith. So sometimes they agree with him, say, so I can marry Yadiashim. Obedru Obe can be no name. So we are not the speech, or we are also attacker. I finished reading my speech. Not the attention. No, I cannot do. Uba J. Akuffo or no, or to the boy said a kind, or to the boy said a casa. Kuffo, wouldn't my main cancer Montrone. Tema, Oxford University. Okwa Tema na OD president 2003. Mo boa na baso no. So mo boa me boa. That research a document, a public document. Maybe you don't have a copy. I'm say he's the only Africaner. So we didn't come or process so many words. I want that dream. Now I agree within 3 seconds. After processing several hundreds of words, Kuffo is the only African or to be processing several hundreds of words, and then within 3 seconds, you back one out. Your Excellency, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? Omo answer me answer. I'm fine. I'm doing very well, and the Almighty God is always protecting me and Ghana. I realize I didn't back for because on person be pray no wapem into trust speech manner. J. Akuffo, what did you enter be back be answer? Any time in Sabusu. What did you? The speech woman you came and the maka. It's okay, we are. Only we okay, we are. Kuffo, only we are. The only time I will say Kuffo can speech. Now I'm not quite say you'll be missing People's Assembly. When People's Assembly, they free one trim never to Ghana. And you see that when I brought it here, will be to me sorry here. Me challenge here. Invest in a young coy by Yancy we 3 ways see me con ways one. You got no idea. Aji People's Assembly, okay, we are. No baby sana sama. No year no. He's the only person I went the president who we are seeing one. Who will send a 30 minutes question. That's what 30 seconds answer. About 1 minute 15 seconds. Because of processing words no. Mahama or a sharp thinker. Obianim politicians all Ghana hina. And before that him say Mahama or a sharp thinker. Eti, what more question is why he's got something to ask you. Answer. So, Oshana question now, where we say or no Mahama no. Say, or process it, question do ye. Now, the subconscious memory no, I agree with the cognitive memories now. No, we say me as a person and I say as a president. So you remember, or call BBC when we say the question about corruption. Or say the subconscious memory, no, any other way no, we agree and I say me as a president or as an individual. to Professor Mills. On no kind speech or pentama we are quatenase. Sabi. Me who speech na yo kojina parliament check no font aye dey, but then crofo say font ne ya akese. Whether akese o senketo o or kan we are. Most what wodi what you say? Who be the question about simple answer, nothing baby. But you see, Nanado wanted to combine a bit of Akuffo, a bit of Mahama and Rawlings in articulating his point. So look at him very well. Unlike other presidents, when they sit, you have either the left leg in front or the right leg in front. He's always having two legs at the same time. Would have any interviews to say. Unlike Obama, who would want to cross his left leg, or George Walker Bush, who would want to do this way, the right, on top of the left knee, or Akuffo, who would Otrasia or Bekan nine M0uňt kwa kunwana say, and I say Professor Mills or Professor Otna kunwana no. So I realize that tell me Professor Mills betna sibiano, oja a huge space I want to cheat. Because on him na no ye to okwa no kuta no kura. And then Mahama sits in the middle. No, I say, no, I shall pay like that to intimidate you. I will interview, no. Now, I don't think that he's confident. They're deceiving the majority of the time. They never ban Hosoni and national team. Because I question now, my many busa and say, I didn't tell the Chrome Honji gay, need to move. Answer na another demand. I am telling you today, or we interview no, but I was too late for him. Mena me catch up. Me see owie ye no we nu ne ho. Mena me catch up. Me see Akuffo do wie sa interview no. Sa answer no de ma ye no. He gave that answer out of confidence exuberance. And when you do political marketing, confidence exuberance, say bi wo mu a, you don't go for or to an interview alone. You must get somebody to stand right in front of you to tell you you are talking rubbish. Cut it. Show it was introduced into speech, right? In this speech delivery or whatever. Monam go university. Say no, a Russia phone the buy. Omoyana president no can kwasama no my almost say. We have. Bosa president let's slow down. And one of the interviews I know Obama, I was CNN. Or Kati interview, no? Or say, let's go back. That's why majority of the time, president interviews, entire life, you record it. Now, the team, atnasia bretie, and we say, what can kwasema na wakan yansasem? And say, I'm a quaint mayabo. You see? President. Someone near political marketing, please look for people like Francis Pokunum, former National Security Coordinator. Let them coach you how to handle the president. Because in Saudi Arabia, they were bonting, but when you get to the diplomatic circles, you couldn't. You knew her. Back. It's China, and you bring Ghana. So, me na me catch it out. Bisa Ghana for kwa China kwa fani amani sese omo kwa haba na omfa mo China. Wuni mo bi kwa China kwa fani ama sese ya mabosi frɛ no. First na Ghana for ko do China na yesoso omo so den omo to class rent so to say the auto niam our choco market. And then bisa Ghana for so omo kwa China treated men of sese kura no China visa ho in Canada. Mewa. China by na so be kire Ghana song. What am I saying this morning? It's a daily graphic ko. Na GBC ko. ECG ko. Na Tema habo kwa. Ghana bejina. No, yemfa kayo, and the captain at team na yemfani na tonche. I'm asking you a very simple question. Daily graphic, and open it to be bo abayin edwuma ho dawuro. So daily graphic ko. Na GBC. The time is 6 o'clock. My name is Blessed Gospel Smart. This is the news on the hour. GBC K News 2018. News baso. It is a GBC so called daily graphic. Baby abai etiminya sika. Edi toto niyama kakra Tema Hobour. Eti daily graphic GBC obebo abai abaso. Edi baby abai benye sika ya ade Tema Hobour. Enso je show na ko. Na ECG na sese kra yentimi ntua kane aka no. Eno so efi ensa Ghana bejina hin. Sometimes I na me yamo anka wunnim de menim. Anka me mekasa. Once a Poland train dada. Omon pa omo ye through omo rails ne so. And yes spray de abra ensa aban akoto. Mon kan check no for ata me say on che me sika Ghana tua ye de toss a train no. Ye train document no. Ghana ban tua say. On bois. Mimi so on bois. A train dada ni ye spray de abra. Enu bi nobody ya Ghana armed forces helicopter the hit him. Mimi ka dada bi tibi 2018. Mi spray ho anya ka mono. Paint mono na mde agu hu ka na nya mono. Engineer 2018 engine. Mi 2017 Land Cruiser. Sa mi ko top paint foforo de gu hu a. Na 2024. Ka no ho ya sham. Ko twa normal plate foforo. And the tar home as a sun door handles. Yen Yamaniama, one friend the Pimpio said, GH woman in the Namely, I could see Stancaster phone ho, Mama ye car no fine. Then your best you are car this sequence 2024. Car papa 2024 engine, and Cobri come and Cassim Quinosoa, Bones Abakuya paint mamento. Train no, a train dada. Abai ni tua sei. Ghana abai tua sei. Mun che document no. Abai ni tua sei, dey to sa train no. Because I me to home use car, abai ntimi catch so be kwa to home use train. Because baby a train, e bi ni Poland ye train. Yeni baby aye train sa sleepers no yeni baby aye no biase ma ina Poland nya bi Poland o train north south east and west of Poland Krobens no mo ye train he no mo ye train e bi o ma ye bibinim I still stand to be corrected mo che baby kuro poti o mo ye train e wo Poland a ye kwato no mo no. Na yeti krom ha na ban so akwose sa train adakato na yedi aba na ye mfe na ye twasike go na nkrofo ko disasika no sa ban so akokra train okra no he sa train no o ma manufacturing date no so we simple anamwa train no engine Kali person wo train ni mu no. Omo train data e manufacture. You see? When in niema wo boss pen no aye time for me person you be time for Akroma o. Me I don't want you to love me, I swear. Me, we your banner the bechi, udomi are fine, one domi, I don't care. Me, peso be a bed domi. I don't want anybody to love me. I want you to hate me. So that we know na mama who baby ameto mi nsuanum. Don't love me. Me, I don't need your love. Me ma me pe na peso domi asa. It's a trend no if he says again a trend na ekwan na wokrum na say atwitwa ya ton scraps me wa. This a trend no e be fuma pempem. Tema your boss who say, hey, I buy this on the train, be 5 a.m. Went to me and your pet, no quacker home used to train. So the train be 5 a.m. Hey, Papa, your friend is saying, Thomas Mensah, be an interview, I don't be family. To me, status square, those of you who want to know more about WhatsApp number, they watched it. We received a lot of messages from people. Papa, better not room her. Yeah, Yentimia Mana Mobrabia. Papa, me am Ushana, let's say, we're free to Kushari. Me in the chat on my phone is. Oba Ghana have interview no Adom FM. Thomas Mensah. Huh? Yamana be wasting the time. Mwe ukwa. Faso bi a man so. Ono no develop fiber optics na the internet speed internet proper pa no. Wa ba betra Ghana ha. From 2017 or say 18 this in there. Abaye hu yan sentiment you super papa no ade aban de ye ase ko gina bonten ko ka say the train be fa wiem ono so fi say obetumi age aban na di ye say the train be fa wiem sky trains say papa no wu the sky train ye be fa na musie ho ana say the kofa daka no no you see these are the things I keep talking about. My Fiama can several times say, Amemwo enye din. Akuffo and a bre ewa memwo. Akuffo, you remember? Okache say, obey. You remember? Odi president ni 5 months. No ka say on one kan about oboa, meboa. Say me ka say, adeni be say but say na de no. Ente say de me kan ye no. Ghana facho. Do you remember that? And you call epic. And on what told the boss share near mano ye a do baby na bank for chesi nipa sebajiska. And then say bank loan who cry and farm out because we 39% interest 40. Mahama no a contractor, no an economist. But Mahama headed the economic management team. I'm a bank be chesi. So baby a besia dollar ebe ye 1 cedi $1. Bawumia you say your economic wizard obwa or ya samado economics. Ebe nipa mu enye ye. Ono ye economics ni mom time. Economists brilliant one. Maka chopping. Time na ye 1 cedi $1 or Ghana Akuffo time no Paul Akwatam ba we no obu committee on kobi me na make atra ho say ye te case ho case woni o na ba me mba meeting ni bi oni mu he o se sankrata agusha na moto moduru ha na watena ka mu atwen na wo be frosoro na frosoro ye ka sam che Ghana fo a. They think that we just want to talk. Me say me da nyame ase. Em say nyame share da. Say bia me ko invest and me premi ho tu gwan. E bia me premi ho kwa ya aban dwuma bi. But in the wisdom of God, he wanted to put me through a certain process. Walk me through a certain process. Walk me through a certain means for me to see, know, recognize and talk about. Nanado maka wahada say obi a A4 sheet enye one rim ni na nipa di you dey shame 500 paper we mako 500 abante no ye fa bibi o kan wan fa ni na wan fa 500 we mako 500 wan fa ni na ote anu na otwe bi film and or the coffee. That time Nana Addo Attorney General. Oba no bisa say rims no wo ho no. Say ba ku bi a shem 500 o mo say ho. That day na mo say ade na sa because a shem 500 a enema ya print no. Endru 500 sheets, endru 2000 sheets rather. Say then na chesa ba kwa shorto. Eno na ma me di Nana Addo achi. That's why I followed him and I said, look, I went to his house. He actually invited me. Mene Frank Ejechum, my former producer, say Frank Ejechum, oh yeah, you about my office. Nana Addo invited us. Ne ka say the nipa mienu bi beka ho akọ. And a bomb to can say there be sa Akuffo mienu no. Mama mfa mo ndi o machi man ye hu o mo ye aso mo ye ndisifo. Nti mene Frank Ejechum pe. And a coin that time Frank Ejechum no trauma Gabi newspaper and your friend saying statesman. The coin and catcher say because of that, Sabrantiano Nana Addo my agent and bosom me and Sakatia. Editor A4 sheets. Mena me catch her Emma Tema na Akuffo do ya Attorney General no. Mena me catch her discipline per ministry be anywhere. And not discipline, taking care of state resources. And on there, I'll give it to Nana Addo. Or yeah, there to do Attorney General ministry who slow toilet roll crowd what here who measures what here papato. Beside the former chief, then the chief director, ye me refi papa edin. Chief director, you ready? Me kaya me bama. A holy ministry toilet roll and eco finance. 1 week na asano. Attorney General ministry. That toilet roll no, it will be 3 weeks. Then sign the same quantity. It's a hokrana won't mean toilet roll by heart. Such a man became our president. No, he is our president. And look at the rot. And people don't want us to talk. Me, I am not a pushover person. No. Until baby, I'm a industry we move from Radio Peace, Otek, Kes, Fox, Adom, Angel, Ebaha. Se minya asama kese. Because se ade no mwa Ghana, obetimi aframa ko officer tumifo. Ade chemeye more. De sesa meka. Because yentimi nhwem oman yi wu, oman yi nsei. Galamsey no ho. Se me misuro se menum nsuo mpo Ghana o. But I need choice. Wofa axim in the areas, kidney, liver problems, and what that's enclave. No. This is your mayor kundum, yabeko, me ba me dimin so beba. Men me dimin so be think cry. Abesa kwanzama, akodi kundum. And now I want swim, I want zama, worry, what problem? Bisa wamo sa meboa. Galamsey asamna ye ka se nipa bi ntia se no ha. Galamsey betima magana asai asanyankopon aba.
Abusua we ne ensem a ekoso e wo Ghana ha sei. Na eye Ghana eka ye de China for no. Eno na ma China for president ne bo afu yi a ordinance e ba betutu yi Japade so. Ye be ya jafo ase se omboje pene kokotie sa audio we e de ma ya POG Media.